a very even contest, shall we say, last week. What I'm looking forward to seeing tonight is if there's a real star amongst the group of 12.
A real star. We certainly be hoping there's a real star here, but if there was ever a real star, is our next judge, Miss Mandira Bedi. Mandira, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you for that.
Checking the mail, is it?
Yeah. The last episode showed us some, great talent, great potential. I think there's going to be some great potential out there. I see all these eager, smiling, slightly nervous faces.
So would you swap jobs with us?
No, I'm just where I am, like you. I did the hard miles a little while ago.
You've done that. You put in, you put in your work in the trenches. It's now time for you to be the Commander-in-Chief.
Well, it feels good being here.
And Commander-in-Chief of Sports Center, Senior Producer, Ms. Sharon Mansfield. Sharon, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Gaurav.
What are the words of wisdom you would like to give to these 12 eager people?
It's the hardest part are for those of you who survive. The ones who go home today, the work is over. It's the ones who survive who are really going to have a hard time.
Trust me, not one person out of these 12 at the end of that said, well, I want it easy. Let me just go home at the end of this. They all want to stay here. They all sort of battle it out with each other. But they have a very, very fierce commander-in-chief. Yes, this is Glenn Connolly. Glenn, well, I'm good, but I'm much happier than all the being terrified. What have you been doing then?
I'd like 2 down, 4 to go tonight, but the guys in this studio, survivors. We've got the 4 survivors from last time. They made it through a very, very tough first episode. But I want to say something now to those 12 downstairs with you. This is a tough business. If that's too difficult, leave now. I'm telling you, this is easy, okay? Now let's talk about last week. We gave them some deadlines. We gave them a cameraman, a sound man. We told them to go out, make 3 minutes of television, present 1 minute each. So there's 4 teams left. 1 member of each of these 4 teams will go. It's a tough decision, but I tell you what, I'm looking for an improvement on what we saw last week.
Oh, thank you very much, Glenn Connolly. Very well. See, his words, these people are really lapping up all the words that are coming out of that mouth because he's a big watchman for this stuff. But that's what we're studying done. Let's go straight into our first team that's lining up today in front of the judges. Team C, I'd like to welcome on the dais Medni Pandey from Bangalore. Sinha from Delhi. And Arvind Iyengar from Mumbai. It's not going to be easy. The judges are going to be grilling you right through the show. But first, judges, would you like to fire some questions at our host?
I have to ask the first question because it's just begging me. That question saying, ask me. And the question is for you, my dear friend. You're between 2 big, tall, dominating ladies. How does that feel?
Luckiest man in the world? Not quite. That'll be when I win the dream job.
Ugly. Good answer. But yeah, that's a better answer.
In the middle of 2 beautiful girls, who would complain, really? But it's not going to stay like this till the end of this show, because one of them will have to go. So will it be 1 gentleman and 1 lady who stays back, or are they going to be the 2 ladies? Well, we'll find that out afterwards. First, of course, let's see how they completed their task. The roving reporter story of Group C. Let's have a look at their effort.
Okay, I can't really sing, but I'm sure you all recognize the song. It's Ruba Roo from Rang De Basanti. I'm sitting here in the India Habitat Center, one of the prime filming locations for the movie. In a sense, Rang De Basanti epitomizes the new face of India, an India which is fearless, an India which wants change, but also is willing to embrace its old cultures and ideals. The India of the 21st century is definitely going places. As well as being recognized around the world, Indians have also been making their mark out of this world. In commemoration of that and the World Space Exploration Year, the India Habitat Center has organized a space race test. I was just looking for Sunita Williams, but I hear she's already landed. I'm standing here outside the All-American Diner within the India Habitat Center. It's one of the latest hotspots for youngsters in New Delhi. However, despite India's love of the West and the invasion of Western brands into this country, brand India is also trying to make its mark in the West. Hi, did you get this one? Something smells good. Nah. Dosa.
You talk about McDonald's and global franchises. The hustle and bustle behind me is Sarvana India's own franchise. 52 branches across the world. 15 of them abroad in countries like the US, the UK, Canada, and what's more, they're getting even bigger. They're setting up a star category and a multiplex. The next Walmart. Next is a Yo, put your hands in the air. Jump to the place where the price is fair. The digital franchise is not as overrated. Others watch out, you're going to taste it. These Indian means this place is around. Come on, in the house.
Please, here's the thing. Would you believe a place like this exists in Delhi? Well, look around. It's only greenery that strikes your eye. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's away from the hustle and bustle of busy capitals like Delhi. On my left here is a lounge called the Lodi Lounge. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's a perfect example of the new age India, where old meets new, where modernity meets tradition. Be it the culture at the India Habitat Center, or the space adventures by Sunita Williams. A small chain aspiring to be the next Walmart. This is New India. It's our time to fly. We're ready to fly, but we're still rooted. New Age India is here to stay. Be it food, sports, culture. India, just say.
Well, the telescope there looking at the stars, but let me ask the judges if they saw any stars in that story.
Here is the story. Our story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. This was all over the place.
Did you think that it ended before it began?
I didn't know where I was, to be honest with you. There were absolutely no visuals. There were no visual reference points. I saw lots of talking to camera, which is good. And for me as a judge, obviously, to see how you're in front of a camera. But from the story, I completely agree with that.
There was no reference to where you were. There was a lot of talking. I couldn't understand what the story was about.
It was a four-pieces television, let me just say that. It had very little substance and very little technical quality. And
That's what the judges say. Let's see what the taskmaster, our taskmaster, Glenn has to say. But we'll take all of that after a break. Right now, short break. We'll let the contestants chew on that a bit. And I don't think the taste of that is very sweet. So let's take a break. Come right back to Chili Call Green Job. Stay back.
Seriously, very hostage, man. It's terrible. Let's take a look at the behind the scenes.
Just quickly take the greenery and let's go. I don't want to take over.